We're going to make some braised chicken thighs with the skin, with the bone. These ingredients here. Season the chicken, dust it in flour, because all these ingredients are going to give off a lot of water, plus the heavy cream, and we don't want a watery sauce to go with the chicken. We're going to season the chicken first, flour it, saute it, give it color on both sides, throw everything else in there, the liquid ingredients, and let it simmer, braising. Right now the skillet, thick bottom, stainless steel, so nothing scorches. First we're going to season the chicken. A little salt and pepper mix here, nice and handy. And the other side. And we're going to, another reason to flour it, because you get a beautiful color. Now you can use butter, combination of butter and olive oil, or just olive oil, or just butter. And then we're going to dust this. This way, what a mess. This way you keep your hands from touching it. So they're free to do whatever you want. You don't have to wash them every 2 minutes. That's why I like this. Using my tongs for a lot of things. Okay, so that's going to be done. And I am just going to use straight olive oil. For those who think you shouldn't be cooking with olive oil, that's fine. You don't have to. You want to use a different type of oil, that's good too. That's what we have. Different strokes for different folks. So the olive oil goes in now, and the chicken's going to go right in because the pan has been sitting under heat, and I use this. This never leaks. This is the best thing to use. All those other contraptions that are supposed to keep the oil from dripping, this is the Sriracha hot chili sauce container. The best. So we have a moderate flame. And then make sure, just shake it a bit. As long as you hear a little sizzling like that, then you know it's hot enough. Now this recipe is for 2 people who like to eat, or for 4 people that don't like to consume that much food. Because actually 1 chicken thigh is enough. So I say moderate flame, just like that. This is going to take a few minutes, so we're not going to waste the film. After a couple of minutes, take a look at it. You don't want to cook it too fast, because I'll have maybe little burnt spots here and there. Now only a couple of minutes have passed, but see that sizzling? I lowered the flame. I am looking for golden brown. Not spots of burnt. So see that? That's going nice and slow. The outside's browning a little bit more, so just turn the chicken. But this always happens. Well, maybe not if you use one of those cast iron skillets. I don't know why I don't have any anymore. I guess, I think I'm going to go buy one. See? It browns nice and even. And that's what we want. Now, even though there's heavy cream in the recipe, Don't think that it's going to be white looking. Okay, so leave this alone for a few more minutes and then we'll just turn them over. So you know, this can be gluten-free also. You could use rice flour or one of those flours that's put together by a company that uses many flours to make a flour mix that's gluten-free. But I like the aroma of this. Nice and even and cooking slow. It looks like the front part of the skillet here is giving more color. A few more minutes. Let's see, nice and easy. Now the side that is now on the pan doesn't really have to get much color because it's not laying flat enough, so you're only going to get, you have high and low spots on it. Now this piece came out perfect color-wise. These are a little lighter. This one is good. So we want to make them all perfect. We'll leave this one. Oh, that's a nice golden brown, but a little bit light. And then, while all this was going on, of course I had to clean my tongs full of raw chicken and flour, clean the pan. But this is coming out, and I'm going to start the sauteing and add everything together. Now, you don't have to leave the skin on the way I did, but sometimes you want to have that flavor from the chicken, the fat. Most of the time when I have a chicken leg or a chicken thigh, I tear the fat off first. So when I'm making something like this that has these rich ingredients in it, once in a while, so now the last two pieces are coming out. You could still rip the skin off now because everything's going to be braised. It's only for those people that love the skin, and one of them tonight does. Me, I could care less. And we put everything in there. It looks like a lot, but in about 10 minutes, you'll see it's not a lot. Everything shrinks. And the mushrooms, you leave them whole if they're this small. The sausage is going to give off fat anyway. Now, we can raise the flame, which I'm going to do, to high. And also, everything that you use in the recipe has to be seasoned. So we'll put a little more salt and pepper here. And if I was making this for me, I wouldn't put any salt and pepper. I mean, I wouldn't put any salt, I would put pepper. The pepper and the cilantro is just fine. And the cilantro, while this is simmering, braising I should say, with the chicken, I will chop up the cilantro and have it ready to be added when this dish is done. And as you can see, that's a high flame. I want to get this started. We don't need any color, but if I get it, that's okay. This is going to take about 5 minutes just to mix, and then I'm going to add the chicken, the heavy cream, and the wine. Now you can see there are 2 items in here that give off an awful lot of water. That's the mushrooms and the tomatoes. And the onions do too. So it's, and then the sausage is also giving out a little bit of juice, a little bit of fat. And I'm getting the aroma of the sausage. So now we're going to add the vino. I'm going to place the chicken in there now. Then I'll go get the heavy cream. Then I'm going to lower the flame. And what I like about this type of cooking is that, let's say you want to make pasta for this, to have with this, or even rice. Now, with the pasta, you have the sauce built in, right here. This is a rich dinner. The only reason I put the heavy cream, because there are like 2.5 containers in the refrigerator left over from somebody else's cooking here, because I very rarely use heavy cream, and that would be wasted in just a few days. And this is going to be flavorful, rich, certainly isn't dietetic, but this is one of those recipes you don't eat every day. Since it started to boil, now we just turn it down somewhat. And leave it simmer. This is only 2 minutes later, but I just want to show you the flame is very low, and with a tight lid, simmering away. Set the timer for a half hour. This is to check the chicken. Well, it's been about 12 minutes, and what we're going to do now is just turn the chicken. Without being sloppy. And the consistency of that sauce in there, because of the flour that was on the chicken, is like perfect. And at this point, I always taste. The only thing I'm going to add is some sriracha hot sauce for me. Otherwise, it's a smooth, pleasant taste. And I forgot, it'll be enhanced further with the cilantro. So this is going to come out good. Happy about that. And we have 10 minutes to go until the 30-minute buzzer goes off. I'm going to turn this one more time and leave the cover off, just to let this reduce a little. If you noticed, that chicken lost its skin, now it gained it back. Let's see if this got any stronger in flavor. No, it's just about the same. Nice, pleasant, nothing overpowering. Taste the mushrooms, taste the cream, taste a little onion and garlic. So leave the cover off for 10 minutes. And also notice smooth bottom. Nothing sticks in this type of pan. Thick bottom saucepan. The bell has rung, so we're going to first we'll feel the chicken. See if it feels firm. But to make sure, so you take a piece out. And not that no one's going to see it, because what you're going to do is you're going to cut just along the bone, the opposite of the skin side. Like so. Wow, it feels so nice. And just take a look. Beautiful, juicy, nice. So that's a half hour simmering. And you're going to serve it this way. So no one will know that you already sliced into the chicken. And they'll think you're a real professional. So now that this is done, let's see what we have here. We're going to just put the sauce on one plate. And then I'm going to, you're going to take all the chicken out and you have so much sauce in there. One more thing. For me, I have to add some sriracha hot sauce, optional. That much. And you will taste the heat in there. Now let's say if you were just serving the chicken, well, you're going to serve the chicken. So I might as well put it on a larger plate to get the you're going to leave room so you have the chicken. Don't forget there's sausage in there. So make sure there's a few pieces that went on there and a little bit of the veggie. Great. Now you could do that to 4 plates. Or you could put 2 breasts on a plate, have even more sauce, and the pasta can go here. And even if you want a broccoli or cauliflower, any kind of green vegetable or not green vegetable, you can put it over there. So how's that? I hope you enjoy it. And the sauce is just perfect consistency because of the flour. Otherwise it would have been much watery. I'm always doing something stupid like, where's the cilantro? Okay, there's the cilantro. That was a little shy of a half a cup, which is plenty. I first put down 1 cup, and as I'm chopping it, I'm going, whoa, hold up. Now it's much prettier, since it has the green in there. And the piece that I'm having for dinner, where'd it go? I had ripped the skin off of it already. There it is. So now the look and the taste is a bit different. There's the look, much better, and the taste. Cilantro. Now I can enjoy this even more. Goodbye.